Right. The tapping is back. What can I do? I'm surprised no logistics went off. Gonna collect that. Not back. That's fine. Actually, before I push on with theater, turn that off. So, they got auto deployed when I was doing something else earlier, and I didn't catch them to swap them over to the actual new re-up ones, but oh well. Oh, here we go. I'm always very nervous about doing Chariot. Cause fuck. Still 10%, doing pretty well. I might need to reset during this if I get like a bad run on a Doppel wave, or if well, probably need to abandon the run if we get 3 of them, because the dedicated team for fighting them, Echelon 3 there, can take, if they get a good roll on the first one, they can just about take the second, and then it falls to Echelon 4 to take the third and almost die doing it. But we need them to fight the tanks. So if the dice just roll badly, then I just have to give it up. I just have to quit out. Which is not ideal, but it hasn't happened so far. Alright. Nothing else for it but going at it. Alright, now this is just all these. This is fine. This is a lazy start. I haven't changed that echelon still. I have Smash moved back out of thing when I didn't mean to, because I was switching people around and I didn't move her over properly. Should do that between these. Keep forgetting to. Theater is just the defense drill wave mode, just as an event basically, but with like far scarier opponents. I need to actually go back and finish that, because I only tried it like ages ago once with far weaker teams and a lot less shit than I do now. There are some like differences where like I don't think the fence drill lets you have like fairies and HOCs in it either, hawks. Ah, that's weird. Oh no, this is the fine one. This is fine. This is another easy one. Step forward. Please shoot it at her, guys. Thank you, Jesus. Dodge. Done. Tank wave. Right, tank wave itself isn't too bad, but it does, demand all of these firing on all cylinders. So the basic gist is the tanks can dodge and have like 100% shield, so you need all 3 HOCs to do consistent damage and also actually hit them. Whereas, oh, they actually managed to take the taunt fairy down this time. And the tanks are doing more damage than they would normally. That's a bit unfortunate. First tank down, second won't be too long. There we go. Okay, good. Oh, easy wave. I've seen everyone complain more about the tanks than I have seen them complain about, why did they run forward when I just moved past it? Pests. everything's kind of getting more damage in than it would or has done the past 2 days, which is a bit discomforting. It is, a lot of it is just like RNG, I know, but it is nonetheless discomforting. Okay, tank wave. 2 tank waves. I've actually not had 2 tank waves in a row once, but as long as the shotguns hold out, they're basically fine. As long as that shield gets up in time, the shotguns take no damage from the ram attack, which is more or less the most damaging outside of their missile. Which is partly dependent on her not being reloading when they do their run forward, but you know. Joe, I'm back. Good. I think I realized part of the issue is that the tanks have evasion, so only M200 in the bottom row there can actually get. Hello, Hammer. I'm using her partly because she is the only other like shielded shotgun I have, at least at 5. So they don't have the other ones who produce shields either on themselves or for other things. She temporarily makes herself completely invincible. So you use what you need. Sec. Drinks. Okay, it's just this little shit wave. I say little shit, they have managed to like needle down 2 shotguns to like half and 3/4 health. By the standards of this difficulty we're in, they're the little shits. Oh, that's unfortunate. Run back, run forward. It's almost over anyway. There we go. Oh, I hate this wave. These ones always just straight up suck. There's no 2 ways about it. Let's see. This is wave 7. You know what? We can afford. Please, Jesus, I beg you. I reacted to the stylus, but not my finger. I don't get touchscreen sometimes. Sometimes it do, sometimes it don't. You can afford both, actually. Go. Tank wave. It's basically just waiting more than anything, and just timing Sadiet's shield going up. Please finish your reload in time. She did. Good. We're also using Jill from VA11 because she is an incredibly good buffer. Oh god, she's reloading. Ah, they took a hit. No, that wasn't too bad. One tank down. Okay. Easy wave. Go. Didn't get a Doppel wave, which is the hell wave that basically decides whether you live or die. If you get it more than like twice, you're basically fucked. If you're me. If you're like a high-end endgame player, you're fine. Ah, well. Yep. Go fuck wild. The background music is also run out because we got like 2 tank waves which take forever. So the background music is ran out of its timer. Alright, boss wave. I love this. Just everyone pile on, just go. Win. Another episode of Shadows of Lentia is weird. What's it doing now? What other rules is it breaking? That's a giant ferret. That's right, actually I should show those off for the next run. So that is 5'7". This is what she looks like normally. And where's dorms? And here's what she looks like right now.
Hi.
Because everyone's got their April Fool's skins on. And hers is she becomes a big ferret. You are speedboard. Yeah, I do, yes. Does Valentia also fuck with that, or? I guess by extension there's 3 houses. There's also, poor Aro. She's a giant diner gate now. Like, help her, please. Double attacks if your speed is at all higher. Ooh. I actually kind of like that better. Well, I guess that would also make it actually merciless if you're fighting like high speed enemies then. But in some ways, I kind of like that better. It makes speed far more important, and then also it's just a thing. Also, where are you? Kalina. She's a big cat right now. I actually had this one explained to me because I would wish we could keep this as a skin just in general, because look at her, she's adorable. Look at her wee smiley face. I kind of wish we could keep them. There's also actually, where would we see this? Index probably. They're by 4-star rifle. Mozin Nagant, who has a horse as her sprite right now. This is her April Fool's sprite. She just has a horse and it actually has animations in battle and everything. Which I wish we could also keep, because fucking look at it. Rip. Yeah, those are great. I don't think there's any others, but if there are, I haven't spotted them. Alright. Before we go in, let's finally fix this. That CE jump from moving her forward one at last. Okay. Pray for no Doppels. Easy wave. A 30 attack Pegasus line. Oh, does she just sweep whole maps by herself? Oh, the Rotos. They're not very ideal any which way you fight them, but we'll go with this team. Just get ready to slap Carcano's attack. Please shoot the one directly in front of Carcano, god damn it. Actually, you know what? No. It is like, you know, foul play and everything, but considering you can theoretically get a set of waves where you literally just run out of the resources needed to actually win any fights, because you can just get 100% shield enemies who will just, you know, just enough of them that you will eventually run out of the HOC fire to actually break them, because that can't happen. It's just like, I don't feel too bad about cheating. There we go. Regular wave. Alright, good. She ain't very tanky. That's good. Like, boss killers are valuable at least. At least, you know, some, like in some of the old Fire Emblems, like bosses can just be bullshit. Some boss units can just be fuckers sometimes. At least to my memory anyway. Swap over to spread out the damage. Brick wave. Alright, you're gonna have to go fight, and we're gonna have to take it on the chin. Tank wave. There's a class in this game which is no other one. What is it? Sat your shield, sat your shield. They took a bump they didn't need to take. She was reloading. I kinda wish shotguns, at least ones that don't have explicitly damage-based attacks, could just activate their abilities while reloading. I get it's like a balancing factor or whatever, but it's, you know, it's also like, please, sad not a game. No, Dreadfighter's in some of the other ones. Like, I'm pretty sure Dreadfighter was in Awakening even. These are taking a while to go down. They both went down at the same time, so I guess the rifles spread their damage out? Yeah, it's not in very many, but I remember that one being in Awakening. I don't know, because I didn't use it. If it had that, I would probably use it just for that, because that's insane. Just having all magic damage is fucking insane. It might not have. Alright, swap places. Roto wave. Alright. We actually have the freedom to use our Hawks a bit now because we only have 3 waves after this, so it should make killing them a lot easier. Go cart, go cart, go cart. Okay, they're both dead. Hey, I'm getting it's like stream luck exists because we have literally not gotten a single Doppel wave yet. I probably jinxed it now, but we haven't been getting them. No. Learn a res plus 10 ability. Ah, okay. So Valentia actually just makes it better, flat out. Yep. On top of half magic damage, I also have res plus 5. So even the half of damage it does get through is also just a lot weaker because that's amazing. Yo. I don't believe it. 2 Courier runs, no Doppel waves. Streamlook exists. It is blessed. We're just gonna go fuck wild. Because we can. We can afford to. It's the final wave. I actually didn't think about that. Their Dread Knight enemies actually would be fucking nightmares. They also have decent depth and real good speed. Oh. Or else you're fucked. Well, that's good to know, actually. That's actually very good to know, because that's kind of... they kind of live up to their names, don't they? You see them and you're just like, oh, Jesus. I do love that Judge still has her dropkick special, because in this giant field of gits, she's just like, fuck it, and leaps right into the middle. Streamlook exists. That was just beautiful. All music is stopped. That's probably not a great sign. Alright, there is also this to do before I pass on. So like every day in this event, you can spend these, in the bottom left corner, the 14,000 thing, materials to send drones to a spot, and basically, basically if you get into this zone with like the fewest amount of people picked, you get double points. If you're in the one with the most, you get half points. They have Nosferatu just like in 3 houses. Ooh. That would have been really handy in like fucking Radiant Dawn. If Micaiah could have Nosferatu. See this continual piping of health in and out. Yeah, but I've managed to guess it exactly right only like 6 times out of 13 at this point, I think. Yeah, 13. It's just slightly under half. So, take your bets. What do you think? Yesterday it was Plains of Thunder, this one in the corner. Zone B, if you will. I voted A and got slapped with No, I didn't. I got slapped with neutral score because it was a few under Gates of Hell. So, what do you think? A, B, or C? I might have been asking people to pick for me secretly in some other things. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go with B. It's literally just you fucking guess and hope. That's what the entire top ranks are basically decided by like how well you can guess, because if you're all doing the same endgame maps, you all get roughly the same score anyway. Which like I did Core 6 for a bit because I wasn't sure I could do Core 8 because I tried it once, got like 2 Doppel waves and couldn't get through it. Like, no, I got 1 Doppel wave, got crushed, and I was like, okay, yeah, no, I'm not good enough for this. And then saw some advice, remembered the guns I used, and remembered I have IWS 2000 just like in Continuum Turbulence, and then I could actually do it. Bless. Each character can only hold 1 item at a time. That's interesting. Well, to be fair, like I usually don't remember items in a lot of these games. It would probably help a lot if I did. But that's good. It's interesting to know. I wonder how much that would affect me. And like, how vital would you say items are in Shadows of Valentia then? Yeah, that's the theater event. And I just figured, like, hey, if it's lined up a weekend stream, might as well have it recorded and streamed once just to add it to the pile of VODs. So, also, it actually ended up working out because stream lock applies even here. I asked for no Doppel wheels and we got no Doppel wheels across both Core 8 runs, so it was actually pretty easy. Weapons and shields are considered items, but don't break though. So like, there's just no weapon durability at all in Shadows of Valentia? I guess like that's a nice trade-off. They're like, they're rare, so you can't just replace them easily enough. So, but at the same time, you know, I welcome that actually. Because it's another one of those things, like Fire Emblem tradition things, where like how much that actually matters like varies from game to game depending if they remember to design around it. And at least in Awakening, anyway, that's just, you know, the most recent one I've played and actually played through considerably. So I still haven't got back to Three Houses. Durability was basically just pointless. Like, it might as well not been there. It was just kind of a pest, really. So, and in Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, you had Ike, so it just didn't matter. You have no weapon, just use their base attack. Each class has its own weapon type, and that's it. You get one weapon, sorry. Doesn't really matter, there's no triangle. Huh. It's kind of, it sounds like they're doing, I guess they were like using that as, I don't, you'd have to look it up, I suppose, if like the original, you know, the game Shadows of Valentia's remaking, if it had, or, you know, had these changes, like it didn't have durability and had all the rest of it, if any of them were in the series at that time. But it kind of sounds like they were also using it to experiment, like in a, I guess, a safe environment, like a side game, as it were, before they brought it over to Three Houses, and that's kind of, I kind of really like that. Bless the exploration team. Okay. We're now going to, what was my own? We're going to swap over games. Hang on. That's been theater runs. You don't know the temptation to try and tempt fate, especially if Hammer you guessed right and B gets double points tomorrow. You won't understand the sheer urge I'll have to like stream my dailies every single day for the rest of the theater, which is like a week, like 7 days or something. You don't know the temptation if that ends up paying out, because that will be stream luck has my back. Of course, then I will spend all of it, but. Right, now I'm gonna swap over. Give me a sec here.